The Toronto Blue Jays have unfortunately dropped games 1 and 2 to start this 4-game series against the Texas Rangers. And right now, we have fallen out of a playoff spot. And this is not what you want to see at all. This is very, very frustrating to watch. I mean, this team is just not playing good baseball the last 2 games here against Texas. They've just been the better baseball team. The bullpen has not looked great. The starting pitchers have not looked great. It just has not been the couple good ball games here. It's been really disappointing. And this was a series where we're supposed to take 3 or 4 games potentially out of this 4-game series and really cement ourselves in that kind of at least second wildcard spot. But unfortunately, we just have not done that. And now we've fallen out of a playoff spot because, yes, we are tied right now. You could say, 80 wins, 65 losses, the same thing as the Mariners. We're tied with them for that third wildcard spot. But of course, they have that tiebreaker over us. Same thing with the Texas Rangers. So currently we do sit just outside, tied with the Mariners and half a game back of the Texas Rangers. And it's just frustrating because, we needed to really take control of this series and just win multiple games here. At least win, 2 or 3 or really 4. Would have been nice, but at least 2 at the bare minimum. And right now, it's going to be tough. We have to win the next 2 games here to at least, break even in this series, and that's just not what you wanted to see at all. I was expecting and hoping for at least 3 wins here. We do have, I think, at least a better pitching staff for sure, 100%, but the pitchers have just not shown up this series. Their offense has, and that's the issue. Before coming into this series here, I was taking a look at the numbers here. I did a video on that, and we have pretty much the best pitching staff, including bullpen and starters in all of baseball. And the Rangers kind of had 17th ranked pitching staff in all of baseball, and we had kind of that 15th ranked offense, and they had the number 3 offense. So we obviously had the much better pitching, they had the much better offense, but overall you'd like to see our pitching continue to be good. Obviously they haven't so far, dropping 6 runs in today's game, and then yesterday dropping 10 runs. It's just not at all what you want to see. And to top things off, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has been awful. He has been absolutely brutal. When you need him most here down the stretch, he has not been good at all. This is crunch time. This is no time to play around. We don't have much time left here to get things done. We have to really win games here. We don't have the tiebreaker on either the Texas Rangers or the Seattle Mariners, who are the only teams really fighting with. Boston has kind of fallen back a bit. They're more than 6 games out right now. They're not going to be making a spot here. They're not going to make a playoffs at all. I don't think. They'd have to go on an absolutely insane run. So that's not going to happen. But we definitely need to start winning baseball games here. And currently, we're just not getting it done. And we got to turn things around here quickly. And Vladdy has been awful, like I said. In his last 7 games, in 26 at-bats, has 0 homers, only 4 hits. This is supposed to be the face of the franchise, and he has 4 hits in 26 at-bats in his last 7 games in September when we need him most. We need him to heat up here and go on an absolute hot streak to carry us to the playoffs. And right now, David Schneider, he's pulling his weight. Vladdy is not. Vladdy is sinking this team down. In his last 7 games here, he's got a 154 batting average, a 241 on base, a 192 slugging. That is absolutely ridiculous. You take a look at the last 15 games, a 213 average, a 304 on base, a 361 slugging. And even the last 30 games, though, only a 254 batting average, a 338 on base, 373 slugging is just not going to cut it. Only 3 homers in his last 30 games when we need him most. He does have, 15 RBIs. That's something I guess you could say, but overall, he's just been terrible. And in this Texas series so far, when we needed him most, like I said, he has 0 hits in 8 at-bats and 4 strikeouts. He has been absolutely brutal. He is chasing pitches a foot of the strike zone. He's just not that same 2021 Vlad that we hoped we would see again this year. He's been awful. But at least Cavan Biggio has looked a lot better as of late. He has honestly been quite fantastic as of late. In his last 30 games played, a 259 batting average. Not bad at all. 386 on base. 395 slugging. Those numbers are pretty solid. But in his last 15 games has been on fire. A 282 batting average, 412 on base, and a 462 slugging. And then his last 7 has been even better. Has a home run, but has a 368 batting average, a 500 on base, and a 684 slugging in the last 2 games against Texas. This most previous game has 4 at-bats, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 RBI, 1 strikeout. Very good there. And then the first game of this series had 2 at-bats, 2 runs, 1 hit, 1 homer, 2 RBIs, 1 walk. Has looked very good. So overall, Cavan Biggio has been absolutely fantastic, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has been absolutely awful. So it's not what you would have thought you would have seen at this point, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, whatever it was. If you told me that Kevin Biggio would be hitting like 100 times better than Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at this point in the season, I'd probably have laughed at you. But here we are. Vladdy's been awful. Kevin Biggio has been amazing. And this is quite fantastic to see. At least, obviously not winning games, which is still awful, but at least Kevin Biggio is looking a lot better. And hopefully he can do some more damage in the rest of the series here because we definitely need him, as well as David Schneider making MLB history, becoming the first guy in his first 25 career games since 1901 to have a 13-15 OPS. That is absolutely insane. The highest OPS in a player's first 25 games since 1901 is absolutely just unreal, absolutely insane. So definitely very nice to see David Schneider also his 8th career home run as well. Game 2 of this series, so very good to see. But overall, this team needs to turn things around, and they need to do it fast. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please smash the like button, and definitely comment down below your guys' thoughts on Vladdy, on Kevin, on Davis, and on the rest of this series and our playoff hopes. Because, man, it's not looking great right now. We need to turn around, and we need to do it right now.